Welcome to the Tough Decisions Network. This is your tip of the day. Be sure to visit toughdecisions.net to sign up for our free weekly entrepreneur email, where we send you news about the latest technology for your business, inspiring quotes, and the latest entrepreneur books. That's toughdecisions.net. Before we get started, let's hear from one of our sponsors. Have you ever thought about investing in real estate, but find yourself so busy that you don't have time for it? Do you have FOMO, which is the fear of missing out? At HanfordCapital.com, we help investors with passive real estate investments that project better returns than traditional investment vehicles such as the stock market. If you'd like to find out more about our passive real estate investments, visit HanfordCapital.com. That's HANDFORD capital.com. We will jump on a call with you to discuss your investment goals and to see if our investments are a good fit for you. This advertisement is not to be construed as an offer or recommendation to buy or sell a security. Visit HanfordCapital.com. Today's daily tip is brought to you by Taylor Loht, the host of the 7-Figure Sales podcast, which can be found on iTunes, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. Visit 7figuresalespodcast.com for more information. On today's episode, Taylor Loht is going to be covering the value of your mental state in sales. So discuss with us, Taylor, this mental state that, a lot of salespeople are in, and the value of making sure you're in the proper mental state when you go into a sales process or sales meeting or any type of sales tactic, if you will.
Absolutely. So, we've talked about in episodes past, understanding your fears and kind of being in the space where you can kill them. We've talked about the value of cold calling. Those are just awesome examples where you need to be in the best mind space in order to be able to take advantage of them. If you got a day of cold calling ahead of you where you're going to be sitting pounding the phones, well, you could be Eeyore about it. Whoa. And when you manage to get somebody on the phone, you're not going to be able to they're not going to want to talk to you. Whereas if you get yourself in a resourceful state, as Tony Robbins likes to say, but you get yourself up, you get your energy up, you'll be much more prepared to make a lot of those phone calls. Because if you're feeling like Eeyore, you're going to give up. You're going to make it, a handful of calls deep. People aren't picking up or people aren't talking with you, and you're just going to find something else to do. Whereas if you get motivated, you get excited, you're ready to go, you'll be willing to make all those calls. And this really applies to not just cold calling, not just understanding your fears. If you're going and you're sitting down with people and you're meeting with them, I don't know about all the listeners out there. I don't know about you, Dan. I really enjoyed the show, The Office. You might remember that episode where Jim and Dwight, I believe, are going into a sales meeting, and Dwight turns on the song Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue in the car, and he's just jamming out. He's going crazy. He's getting his energy way up. And, that's a bit of a caricature, but you know what? If he's getting that excited and that, I'm the man, I know I'm awesome before he goes into a meeting, what's he going to look like and how's he going to act when he goes into that meeting? Now, I'm saying be cocky, be overconfident, but you know what? You're going to look like you own the world when you walk into a meeting if you get yourself into the right mental state. And there are libraries of works that have been written on this. Personally, I picked up mindfulness meditation a couple years ago. I'm a big fan of that. Do affirmations every day. You've had Trevor McGregor on. I'm working with him. He's helping me with my mental state. That's all great. There's a huge value in coaching. Giant, like I said, libraries of works have been written on this topic, but do not underestimate the value of your mental state in any kind of sales, in person, on the phone, shoot, even writing emails. I don't care. It's very valuable.
Thank you for listening to the Tough Decisions Network. Visit toughdecisions.net to sign up for our free weekly entrepreneur email. That's toughdecisions.net. Taylor Loht has compiled a short 7-page report called The Sales Growth Mandates, which is the top 3 most common themes based on the interviews from his own 7-Figure Sales podcast, where he has interviewed entrepreneurs and sales trainers in the real estate to tech industry and everywhere in between, with business valuations ranging from $3 million to $500 million. Download this free report now at 7figuresalespodcast.com/TD podcast.